Yay, we're on. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Seconds for people
Excited to be here. Peek into pink.
Yes.
I like yours better, Johanna. What was it?
Oh yeah, because it gives us
The eyelashes.
If you are on, make sure you say your name and who invited you. If you're a consultant, let us know that you're a consultant and who your director is. So say hello if you are on. Ooh, look at that fancy. Welcome to our Peek into Pink.
I couldn't do the eyelashes on this though.
It's just fabulous, though. It's just fabulous. So if you're on, say hello, say your name, say who invited you. If you're a consultant, say hello so we know you're here and who your director is. And we're going to give a couple minutes for people to get on. I know we have a bunch of people coming on. Yay, I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun.
It is great. Yep, no one's on yet, but I'm sure they will come on. And if you're going to be watching this as a replay, we just hopped on and we're waiting for people to get on, and then we will get started with our program, but we'll only be a couple of minutes. So Tammy is the first one to join us. Hello,
Hi,
Tammy.
Tammy.
Tammy girl.
I'm cleaning my at the moment.
Can someone check to make sure we are, or she is on Facebook, right? I see. Okay.
She's on Facebook. Yep, she's on Facebook. Yep. Here we go.
And I'm going to go check YouTube.
Okay. This is going to be a good night. We can probably
Jen, go play. Hi, my girl Jen. All right, if you are on, say hello and tell us who your director is if you're a consultant. And if you are a guest, say guest and tell us who invited you. I know I have a few guests who are definitely coming on, so make sure you say hello and who invited you. And we're going to give it a couple minutes. Don't worry, we won't wait too long because we do want to get started and we don't want to keep everybody for too long. But welcome to our peek into. I have some of my pink lemonade.
Aw.
Fabulous.
This is actually the glass they gave us on the cruise. The red.
Oh, how nice.
Nice.
When you go on a cruise, they give you the glass, and it's all refillable for free the whole trip. They actually gave us that as well. So
nice.
so it's actually double pane, so it stays nice. Yep, that's awesome.
Yay. All right, I see some more
that is on as well.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
All right, we can probably get started so that as people come on, they'll hear us one by one. They can watch
Hello. If you can just make sure you say your name, who you are, so we can actually see who you are. I don't see. For some reason, it just says Facebook user. So make sure you say your name. If you're a guest, say guest and who invited you. And if you're a consultant, say consultant and who your director is. And let's get started. Welcome to our Peek into Pink. I am so excited about this. We're going to have so much fun. I cannot wait to share a whole bunch of stuff with you in a short period of time, and it's going to be a blast. But first, before we get into everything, I just wanted to do some quick introductions. I am Joanne Riley. I am from Hillsborough, New Jersey. That's the area that I am in. I have been building my Mary Kay business now for 3.5 years. I have been a Mary Kay director a little less than 1 year. And my highest commission check so far, drum roll, is a little over $2,000, which is so exciting. I am currently working on my first free card, Mary Kay. So yay! All right, I'd like to go next.
Well, Alexa,
Alexa?
I'm just going by order of where we are.
So I am Alexa Tarby. I have been building my business for 28 fabulous years. And prior to Mary Kay, I was a personal trainer. Loved what I did, just didn't make enough, earn enough income to survive. So Mary Kay was my fourth job and actually ended up becoming my first. So have earned 12 free cars. And my highest check is almost $7,000.
Yay.
All right, Ileana.
Okay, I am Ileana Katulik, and I live in Monroe, Connecticut, so I am way up compared to everyone else. I have been with Mary Kay for 23 and a half years, and I have earned the use of 12 cars. One of those was a pink Cadillac, and my highest commission check is $9,000.
Okay, I am Johanna Michalewski, and I have been in Mary Kay for over 40 years, and or not actually over, please. And I live in New Jersey, Central Jersey, West Jersey. It depends where I'm landing. And what else are we supposed to say? I get distracted so easy.
Let's see. What's your highest commission check?
My highest commission check was a little bit over $6,000. So that was really good. And I love what I do. And it's just a fabulous place to be in Mary Kay.
Yay! And last but not least.
All right. My name is Marianne Clark-Murrell, and I've been with Mary Kay 40 fabulous years. I am living in Somerville, South Carolina, which is a half hour away from Charleston, downtown Charleston, South Carolina. I've been here 4.5 years now, and I have earned 21 or 22 career cars. And my highest director's check in 1 month has been $10,400.
That's something to celebrate, right?
Nice.
That is awesome. I just love that we're all from just all over right here and representing different areas and how long we've been in the business and where we are in our businesses, which is very, very cool. So tonight, I just want to let you guys know. So this is just a little peek into pink. Our little pink bubble, we like to call it. If you're in Mary Kay, we like to call our world the pink bubble. And that's just because it's just filled with just great sisterhood, super positive atmosphere. And it kind of makes you forget about all the other stuff that's going on in the world. You just have so much fun. And so we wanted to give you a little peek into it because some people, when they think of Mary Kay, they think, those women, they just sell lipsticks. Or maybe you just think of, they just drive around their cars, those pink Cadillacs, but you don't really know what it's about. And so we wanted to give you just a little idea of what it's about and hopefully have a little bit of fun too. I know us five, we love to have fun. We love to laugh. We're super silly and goofy. And so hopefully you like that too, because you're going to get a lot of that tonight. And so we wanted to start off with actually a short little video, and it's nothing long at all, but it comes from our virtual seminar. So every year, Mary Kay has a seminar in Dallas, Texas, which is insane. It is so much fun. It's unbelievable. And we have people from all over the country who gather together there, and we just celebrate one another in such a profound way, like you can't even imagine. I mean, when people told me about it 3.5 years ago when I started and they explained it to me, I had no idea it would be even bigger than what they were talking about. It's like a red carpet event. It's like the Emmys. It's like a regular career conference that you would go to. It's like a concert. It's amazing, all wrapped into one. And so it was kind of a bummer when COVID hit and we found out for the first time ever in the company's history, they were not going to be able to have this event. And everybody looks forward to this event because it is just amazing. And so the company surprised us and still had the event, but they had it virtual. And I believe it was 67,000 women were registered for this event. It was incredible. It was so exciting. And so just to give you a little snippet about Mary Kay, we're kind of, there's so many of us, and it's been around for 57 years, that they have separated. We have kind of 4 little areas, you can call them, in Mary Kay. And so each area would kind of staggers when they go to seminar because they couldn't have all these people at once in Dallas. And so each area has like top directors for that area. And so this particular woman who you're about to see just found out that she was the #1 director for our particular area, and which was very exciting. But then she also found out that she was the #1 director in the United States. So out of all the 4 areas, she was #1 for that too. So it was very exciting. So we're going to show you a little piece of a little snippet about how she reacted with her family over that. So, and I think Ileana is gonna play that for you guys.
I'm gonna put that. I just want to help you understand the difference between a beauty consultant and a sales director. So beauty consultants are in and they're in product, and once you have a team, and you're a sales director. So as a sales director, you're a leader. And so this particular woman, I think her name is Callie, right? She is a sales director. And so she is representing her entire team, which I'm sure are hundreds of consultants. So just want to give you that preface so that you understand her as a leader. And then when she's speaking to her family and when she's speaking to her what we call a unit, her team. All right, here we go. Oopsie daisies. There we go.
Nationwide from the Mary Kay National Area, Calander Brigham. Her 18th unit circle appearance and the pioneer. Her 3rd time to be $1 million sales director. Previous seminar and 1st time. Her Callie, Kate DeBlander. Her goal was to become the #1 unit in the nation, and she did. Callie, thank you for your amazing leadership and success this year. Let's special.
But she worked hard this season and she surpassed her goal by a
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It looks like.
Yeah, I was just going to actually, so I think that we lost Ileana.
No. Oh, no.
No. Oh, no.
We'll come back for you in just a second. So just hang on.
All right. So while we're trying to wait to get Ileana back on, I just want to tell you a little bit more about what we were talking about before. So when you are a part of Mary Kay, it's really, really an amazing, amazing experience. And so hopefully we'll be able to get Ileana back on and you'll be able to see the video. But it was just, it's a super, super special moment because when you're actually in seminar and you become, if you're in the top like 10, you get to actually go up and you stand on stage and you're in these beautiful gowns and you're waiting to find out who the queen is. And they do this countdown and this big throne comes down. I mean, I'm talking, this is like huge, fun, amazing, wonderful, unbelievable fairy tale stuff. And this throne comes down and you get flowers and a sash and an actual crown with diamonds. And then your whole family actually gets to come up and gets to speak also if they would like to. If they don't want to, they don't have to. And you get to give a speech. And it's just such a powerful, amazing experience to see these women who have worked so hard to achieve such a beautiful, beautiful goal of, and you know, if they got there, they have touched tons and tons of women's lives, which is incredible. And so I wasn't sure how they were going to do this virtual. So it was really nice because she still had the opportunity to have her children say something if they wanted. And her children are small. I think her son was 8 years old and her daughter was like younger than that. And they just had some really sweet, sweet, amazing things to say. I mean, it was like one of those teary-eyed moments. I know that I was just all welled up with tears when she was speaking. And so what I wanted to say about it, and hopefully we'll be able to post it in a minute, but I want to just tell you what I got out of that when I saw her. So I was so fortunate enough that last year when I went to seminar to this big celebration for Mary Kay, she actually won first and was the queen for our area last year, not for the whole nation. This year was the first time she got that, which was amazing, incredible. What an amazing opportunity. But what happened was, she won just for our area, which was still a huge, huge accomplishment. And it was so exciting. And there's like thousands of women there, guys. There's thousands of women. And when she was done, the most incredible part about it was here she comes with this beautiful crown on, this gorgeous outfit. And I was so excited that like she was there. I had felt like very connected to her because she's so about her family, and I am very about everybody who knows me knows I'm very about my family. And so I just wanted to talk to her. And not only did she talk to me, she took her crown off her head and put it on my head. And she let me wear it just to get that dream and that vision that I could do it too. It was just such a powerful time for me. I was actually in qualification to become a director myself and was building my area, my unit, and wanted to become a director. So basically what that meant was I didn't start off that way. I started off that I was just going to make some little extra money on the side, and that's all I was going to do. It was really going to be personal use, maybe some friends and family, and that was it. And I had never anticipated on this, but I have fallen in love with the company so much. I decided I wanted a leadership position, and I wanted to help other women have what I had gotten in such a short period of time. And so it was so powerful that she let me wear her crown. And then she let me take a picture with her. And then afterwards I messaged her on Facebook and I sent her the picture and said, thanks so much for taking this time because, it means a lot. I'm working to become a director right now myself and to build my business. And I was shocked because she actually, not only did she message me, she didn't send a little message like this. She did an audio message. This was not some assistant sending out a message to me. She did a personal audio message to me, encouraging me to finish out and to give me just this great motivation and inspiration that I could do it too, and I could do it for my family. And it meant so much to me. So when I saw this at the virtual seminar recently and saw not only did she win again, but she won and was the highest for the whole nation, I was like, oh my gosh, she's like a sister to me, even though I don't know her very well. That's how it is in our pink bubble, as we call it. And so I reached out to her again, and I thought, well, I'll never hear from her this time because everybody's probably messaging her in the country because they're so excited for her. And again, within a couple hours, she reached out to me again and was so happy. Actually, she said I gave her chills with what I had said, which was that she was motivation for me to see that vision of what I can do for my family. And her speech was about leaving a legacy for her children, like her mom left for her, and that everything that she did was for her kids. And so she was so really taken that I had gotten so touched by her speech and how it meant so much to me. And guys, that's what I love about Mary Kay. We have this great sisterhood. I mean, if you're in a big company with thousands of people, do you think that you would reach out to the CEO and that person, that CEO would call you back like immediately or message you personally and give you like inspiration and to cheer you on and say, you can do this, you can do this? I mean, it's not gonna happen. So it was so amazing that she did that and took the time, and she was doing that. I know I'm not the only one. She was doing that for everybody who was messaging her. And so it really meant a lot to me. And that's what our company is all about. It's all about being there for each other, supporting each other. I was in a company before that it was competitive. Everything with women is so competitive, and it's just, you know, not necessarily helping each other. And to be a part of something where women actually support women, like they don't just say it, they actually support each other and lift each other up and build that positivity in each other. And it's she won, but she wants everybody else to win too. She wants everybody else to be up at the top with her. And all of the people in this company are the same way. We encourage people to come up and take our jobs and do the same thing that we're doing to help other women. And I just love that about Mary Kay, because you don't see that in other companies. You just don't. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful experience. So that's what I wanted to share a little bit about that experience. To me, it was just incredible. Just another reminder about really what this company is about, that we're more than just lipstick. It's just this sisterhood that is incredible. So did anybody else want to share? I know we didn't get to watch the video, but we got the gist of what it was. I can't hear you, Alexa.
Sorry, I forgot I muted myself. So we're gonna watch the video now.
I just watched it thinking everybody was watching it with me. I didn't realize it was on. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's such a great video, because it really does bring tears to my eyes. So if Alexa hadn't texted me, I wouldn't realize it. So we will play it now. All right, I have to do this here. Okay. Here we go.
Do you have it lined up? Because I have it lined up. Yes, leadership is action and not position. But leadership positions, there are positions in the leadership roles. So you do earn the opportunity to become a sales director and move up the career.
Coming.
But to get there, it takes action.
Callie,
I'm just waiting for it to come on. I guess we're having a little trouble getting into the screen share here.
Okay. I can screen share.
Everybody can see that?
No.
Can everybody see that?
I'm
No, a little.
not seeing anything. Oh, it's
On the
coming
screen?
now.
It's coming.
Can you see it now?
It's frozen.
Yeah.
I have it ready to go.
Okay.
All right.
It's not playing. I have it ready to go. All right. So
women instead of can I win? Callie, thank you for your amazing leadership and success this year.
It's not playing the right way, so I think that Alexa, you should try to play it. And if not, then I think that maybe we should just skip it.
Here,
Yeah, it's coming in.
a lot.
It's frozen.
Okay.
I think Ileana's frozen.
It's frozen, Ileana.
Okay, so let me stop the sharing.
Sorry about the little technical difficulties, ladies.
Okay.
But
Well,
what
I think
happens, that's
what's probably better is just to kind of give the gist of it. We could run it later, right? We'll just do the.
I'm gonna run it right
the
now.
gist.
I'm gonna run it right now.
Okay, it's at 1 minute, 53 seconds. 1 hour, 53 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna run it right now. I just gotta make it big. I have 1 hour 50.
All right, I had it at 1:53, and that's where it's right when she's talking.
Okay. Let me move it over then.
And yes, Facebook user, leadership is action and not a position. I don't know.
Yeah, but it is a position. It is. It takes action to get to the.
Right. That was a good comment.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm not sure what I did. All right. Get it now. Okay. Oh, I muted.
The #1 sales director nationwide from the Mary Kay National area, Callie DeBlander Brigham. This is her 18th unit circle appearance and the highest in her career. It's her third time to be a $1 million sales director, her third time to be the queen of the Ruby Seminar, and her first time as the #1 sales director nationwide. Callie is the proud daughter of National Sales Director Emeritus, Kate DeBlander. Her goal was to become the #1 unit in the nation, and she jokingly adopted the theme of world domination. This year, she describes her unit as the finest group of how can I women instead of can I women. Callie, thank you for your amazing leadership and success this year. And now, let's take a special look at this moment with Callie.
Well, I'm really proud of my mom because she worked really hard this year and she surpassed her goal by a lot. And she couldn't have done it without her girls, and they really are enthusiastic and they're helpful. And I'm just gonna say, I'm proud of you. And I know that you had to work at home, but you still did a lot more than I thought you probably would because we are a little needy. And yeah, like everything that Brayden said, and just really.
We're very proud of her and very thankful. She is truly our queen. So,
group hug.
Yeah.
Group hug. Aw, love you guys. Coach Paul Bear Bryant said, if anything goes bad, I did it. If anything goes semi-good, we did it. If anything goes really good, you did it. And watching my unit, the Rise unit, literally rise this year, all the credit goes to them. They are the reason that I would get up every morning and think, okay, it's not can I, but how can I? Because I wanted to be there for them and I wanted to make them proud and I wanted them to know that whatever their contribution was to the world or to their Mary Kay business, that it was enough, that it was enough. I feel like this year has been a gift. It's come packaged in really ugly wrapping and no bows, no fanfare or confetti. but it has been a gift. It's been a gift to watch women be so much stronger than they ever imagined, have courage, to be resourceful, to redefine their Mary Kay business. I feel like if you only knew the emotions that I had in this house for the past 4 or 5 months, everything from fear and worry to hope and pride. You know, there's a quote from a triathlete that says, "I don't train for the race. I train for the moment in the race when I feel like quitting, but I don't." And I learned that from my parents, an entrepreneurial spirit. I'm grateful for my husband, Josh, who went through all of those emotions with me every day and just would look at me and say, "It's okay, you can do it." To my kids, who were my little cheerleaders, and I wanted to make them proud. To the Mary Kay sisters, who always were there with an encouraging word or a new idea, but especially to the women that God has entrusted in my care for the privilege of being their sales director. I honor them completely with this. You have been the absolute most incredible servants and champions and my hero. And so this is for you.
Here's a special message from Callie's mother.
Yay. Sorry about the beginning part. You didn't see it. The video wasn't showing, but the important thing is you got to hear it, which was just an incredible and special moment. So I already got to share. Now you got to actually see what I was talking about. So I think that some of the rest of you, I think Ileana wanted to share also about it as well.
Yeah, you know, this, and I've now watched this about 5 times. And when I first came into Mary Kay, I really just planned on getting my products wholesale and not selling it. It really was not about selling it. And I was invited to go to a director debut, which is when somebody becomes a director. And so the person that brought me in was becoming a director, and so was somebody else. So we were going to her debut, and she had her son there, and he was probably 4th grade. And again, I wasn't really looking at it as a business or just, you know, it was just kind of like playing with it. It was like a hobby. But I remember her son taking the microphone and just, you know, saying, you know, "Mom, I want to thank you because without you, I couldn't learn how to read. You know, you're always there when I get off from the bus." And I mean, it was like, that brought me to tears because I thought, oh my gosh, I want to be able to be there for my kids when they get off the bus. Like, that's the most important time because you get all of the information from the day. And if you have high schoolers, that's the only time you get the information. But I was so touched and really wanted to do this for my kids. It wasn't about, you know, just money and all of that. And so my whole career, when I started, my kids were 18 months and 4.5, you know, now they're 25 and 28. The whole time I was able to be a mom that was home all the time for them. And at the same time, I was able to make a professional level income and to be able to have that balance in my life where it was mom during the day and, you know, a couple of evenings and maybe a Saturday where I worked my business, but they became part of it. And so much so that my daughter now has her own business. She's 25 and she has her own business. And, you know, it's the things that are caught, not that are taught. And so I think so many women are looking for that approval, and, you know, you want to leave the legacy, whatever it is you want to leave behind. And Mary Kay, as you could see with Callie, it really has. She's the 2nd generation because her mom was a very big top leader. And so it's so much more of what you learn about yourself and what you can do to help other people learn about themselves. That is priceless. That is probably the most, you know, important thing. And I think every seminar, when children are up there or their husbands get on the microphone and share something, it always brings me to tears, because that's something to me, is that when your family realizes who you are and who you've become, that's the best of it all. It really is.
I know. I think Marianne wanted to share a little bit too, right?
I just loved Callie's speech because she truly, truly encompasses what our Mary Kay business is all about. We are all in business for ourselves, but we are never by ourselves. You know, I was just 23 when I started my Mary Kay business. And if you saw me back then, I was not who you see today. I had a bit bad skin. I hated talking in front of people. I didn't know anyone. I wasn't a social person. I had a really, really low self-esteem. And, you know, with the training and the total encouragement of my adoptive director and then all the other directors, I learned the how-tos, and I learned how to pivot, and I learned how to compartmentalize. And I really, that has been invaluable to me over the years. And plus the self-esteem, of course, that I've gained from Mary Kay and from the association with everyone in Mary Kay. They make you really appreciate who you really are, which I love, and that is priceless. And I certainly love all the Cinderella prizes. This is a pair of earrings I've earned from the company. And of course, the income is incredible. You know, I can give myself a raise whenever I want. Who can do that except in Mary Kay? You know, you can just give yourself a raise, which is awesome. And you got to love that, right? And not to mention the lifetime friendships you make. It is absolutely amazing.
That's the truth.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Hence all of us right now. Johanna, did you want to share?
Yes. What I wanted to talk about was our virtual seminar and how it started. It was a Thursday night, and I know that I was getting on the computer and I was starting to text everyone, and everything was looking like it was great. I was texting people that I knew from Kentucky and from Arizona, and my own group too. And all of a sudden, everything crashed. The third-party vendor that they hired assured them that everything was going to work fine. And, you know, they did have 12 separate seminars, 12 separate, I don't know what it's called, 12 separate seminars all running at the same time, because each one had to do it in like Spanish, and one with captions and just one regular. So it just, we thought it was going to work, and they kept trying to put it on. So we just decided that, and it was funny because everyone was deciding the same thing. I didn't know what everybody else was doing, but I just started texting my team, and I said, let's just get on the phone and you know, book some parties, and let's just turn this around, because obviously they're having some problems. I know they're feeling bad. So let's just try and get some bookings. And we did get some bookings that night, and they did too. And they were excited about that. And it's like, it was just amazing how we were all doing that. And all of a sudden I heard that Alexa was doing the same thing, and everybody was doing the same thing. They were like, okay, let's just turn this around, and we can do this. We can still have fun. We're still texting each other, and we're waiting for this to come up. Well, it never actually did come up that night. They sent us a message through InTouch and said that they were having technical difficulties, and that they would figure out what to do and start again for the next night, because it was supposed to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So the next morning, Laura Beither, I always say her name wrong, but she sent us a message through our website, our InTouch website. And it was so touching, because she talked about how devastated they all were and how awful they felt, because they knew that they know that they wanted to celebrate all of our successes. And we were all ready with our 30s outfits on, and 30.
you said 30s?
80s outfit.
I remember that party.
That was really a long time ago.
Were you the
I think it was the 80s.
Right. And so anyway, we had our 80s outfits on. We were going to be celebrating and everything. And it didn't happen that night. And she just made me feel so good because she said, only in this company would they be so upset and so devastated that this happened. They decided to give us a refund. And we had 67,000 people. They were talking about refunding the fee that we paid to be on the virtual seminar, it ended up being, I think, like around $3 million that they sent back to us. And that was incredible. I don't know any other company that would have done,
especially because we were still getting the event. It just was not going to be
right. It just wasn't the same platform, but we're still getting most of the event, and we are getting the first night actually tomorrow. So they're going to be showing that. But she started to cry and it really made me cry too, which is very hard to do, to get me to cry. So she just made me feel like they really care about us. They really care about us because of the effort that they put in and the celebration. They worked on this for so long and so hard. And so when I first came into Mary Kay, I am so grateful that I signed up to be a consultant, and I didn't even know what I was doing. I just know that I can't say no to anybody. So I did, and I didn't know what I was getting into, and I thought I would just hibernate and just, disappear. And just finding out what this company is all about. It's not just about lipstick, like Joanne was saying. It's really about the community and the company. They just love us and we love them, and they work for us and we work for them.
That's awesome.
It really is. Yes.
The other thing I remember feeling is how amazing when I heard her also, I teared up. She was tearing up, when she was giving it. But to think that instead of like the Mary Kay women, us who were anticipating this and we were waiting, and we did have a party with an 80s theme. It was crazy, yes, but we were all dressed up like that. And not 30s, but 80s. And, so we were anticipating this. And when it didn't happen, it in another company, I feel that people would just get upset and frustrated that they had gotten dressed up and they did this. And instead, our community was, oh my God, I feel so bad. They put so much time and effort, and I know how they must be feeling, because I know they wanted to give us this awesome event and it didn't go out the way they planned it to. And let's all stop and let's pray and let's turn this around and do what we can and just have fun tonight and do it ourselves in our groups of women. It was really something special. It really was. And I know Alexa also wanted to share a little bit.
So and to just go ahead with, along with what these ladies are saying, is the same thing. It's like that night, there was a lot of anticipation, and we had all done a lot of work to prepare for this. And so we were all sitting there going, oh my gosh, it's not happening. Like, what's going to happen now? We had all of our people, all of the consultants watching, everyone was excited. But what's funny is that we were all like cracking jokes, and then we were all like, okay, well, we're and we're texting back and forth, and then you get this one idea from this one. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then we started doing it, and we did all, say some prayers for the company because we knew what they were feeling at that time. But then to hear Laura Beitler share that information and be so emotional, it was just so touching, because they wanted it to be perfect for us, because they knew that we worked hard all year, and they wanted to celebrate us in a perfect way. Well, guess what? They celebrate us always in wonderful ways. I mean, we got like our prizes, like Ted Baker bags and diamond rings and all of the, fun, exciting prizes, and we got that and then some. So we always feel so special. So learning how to pivot is really one of the things that I've learned in Mary Kay. And that's one of the gems that I can say I've totally learned. And this was just an example, one example. Another example that I'll share was, my son is away in college, and he's been there through all of COVID because he is, he's working full time. And so he's been going to school virtually from his dorm, but working. And he had some situations go on just a couple of weeks ago. And I'll say that, first I'm grateful that he calls us. And we woke up that morning with just the situations, and he kind of, hit a wall, he was humbled a little bit. And I have to say that my coaching that I have, that I've learned from my Mary Kay business, from being coached and being able to coach and help turn it around to look at the positive, helped coach him through this. And, my husband was wonderful also. Between the two of us, we made a really, really great team. But it was just the vision of being able to just share with him, look, this is just a little blip. This is a little blip in the big picture. And think about it. Just think about that, when you are finishing school, you've got your degree and you're in the position you want to be, you need to look back at these moments and just appreciate the journey, because we all fall down and scrape our knees. We all, miss our goals. We all mess up and offend someone or do something that we totally didn't mean to. And it's the heart that you come through that journey with, in the gratitude of forgiving and being forgiven, and just working through and just being the true person. And that one thing is like the learning how to pivot, the keeping the positive attitude, having the strong faith. Those are the gems that I really have to say are so magical that I've received through Mary Kay.
Mm-hmm. We all feel that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I hope you guys are getting that. We just wanted to give you a little peek into what Mary Kay is about. And it's not, do we sell skincare? Do we sell makeup? Do we sell body care and all of that? Absolutely. But it's so much more than that. And once you get inside that pink bubble of ours, you start realizing maybe you're just getting into it to make a little extra money, or you're just getting into it to have a little sisterhood or to have something for yourself, or, maybe you're thinking about having a little plan B, or whatever the reason you may want to get into it. Once you actually step into it, you realize how much bigger it is and how much it's about community, of building women up, supporting each other, and honestly, just becoming the best you that you can be, and having women support you in doing that and give you the support and the guidance to help you find out who you are and how you can be that person. And then once you're that for yourself, you can be that for others around you and for your family and everybody. And it's just, there's nothing like it. There really is nothing like it. And I have to tell you right now, the company has this amazing opportunity right now that if you are interested in taking your little foot and putting it into the pink bubble, then you can do it. For $30, you can get started, and you can get your own personal website for a year. You can actually get a ProPay account, which is basically an account that helps you process credit cards, debit cards, and stuff like that for a year. But then you get all of the opportunities to change yourself, to better yourself, to help others to better themselves, to help others see something different, see something more positive, learn how to pivot, learn self-esteem, learn confidence, and your family is learning that along with you as you're learning it for yourself. And so it's really a great opportunity. You get resources, digital resources, you get us as resources, you get other Mary Kay sisters as resources. And it really is an opportunity that you can change your life or somebody else's. So I'm so thankful that you took the time. We just want to thank you for coming on and listening just a little bit. I know whoever invited you on that you can fill out a Google survey for you to just kind of quickly go through so you can get entered into a drawing for a $75 Amazon gift card. It's kind of a little thank you for taking time for coming on. But really, really think about it and discuss it a little bit more with the consultant that invited you on, because they invited you because they see something in you and they think that you would benefit from being in this pink bubble. So I don't know if anybody else has anything that they want to add about that.
You did a great job, Joanne. Awesome. I think it was great. Awesome.
And I'm posting the link to the Google form.
Okay, great. So Alexa's going to post that link so you guys can go on and fill it out. And really think about those questions as you're going through, and just think about if it's something that might be for you, because now is a great time. It's really an unbelievable time that you can change your life or change somebody else's life. And like for $30, I mean, why not give it a try and see what can happen, right?
That's right. What have you got?
All right.
I just realized that the link's not going to YouTube. So anyone who's on YouTube, just ask your consultant and she'll send you the link.
Right.
if
Perfect.
it's not on Facebook. Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Great. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Great being with you tonight. Yes, I can never do that.